My name is Viviana Fernandez, and I'm here to talk to you about my final video for Education 522 Multiple Intelligencies. The title of my unit is I Heart Plants. It is designed for second grade level. The subject of this unit is science, and the unit's length is about 3 to 4 weeks, covering 6 full lessons. A quick overview of the unit and its objectives are as follows. During this unit, students will study the plant life cycle, plant parts, and their function, as well as the importance of plants in our environment, and lastly, fostering health plant growth. Students will take part in a variety of individual and group activities as well as projects. Students will have the ability to investigate the plant life cycle in plants. Taking the role of plant hunters, students will take a walk around the school to visit specific plants and take a deeper look by scanning the QR codes for each plant. Students will take notes and pictures to document their observations. A discussion of what was observed will begin our 3-week unit on plants. Students will use media to learn more about plant life cycles as well as plant parts. As a class, students will gather important information from nonfiction texts as well as literature and create electronic graphic organizers. To further understand, students will conduct their own research on the plant life cycle, plant parts, and their function. Students will demonstrate their knowledge through the creation of diagrams using the information from their graphic organizers. Students will explore the life cycle and use the information to take part in a series of projects to enhance their knowledge in this area. Students will gather information and write an expository piece on their plant. They will also have the opportunity to write a creative piece on their plant. In the start of the unit, students will have joined a plant community page where they will post pictures and blog about their new knowledge on plants. To end the unit, students will create a how-to video on how to plant a seed and foster its healthy growth. The unit covers the following Common Core standards. Describe the connection between series of historical events, scientific ideas or concepts, or steps in technical procedures in a text. Know and use various text features, for example, captions, bold print, subheadings, glossaries, indexes, electronic menus, and icons to locate key facts or information in a text efficiently. Explain how specific images contribute to clarify a text. Write informative, explanatory text in which they introduce a topic, use facts and definitions to develop points, and provide a concluding statement or section. With guidance and support from adults, use a variety of digital tools to produce and publish writing, including in collaboration with peers. Participate in shared research with writing projects. Create audio recordings of stories or poems, add drawings or other visual displays to stories, or recount experiences when appropriate to clarify ideas, thoughts, and feelings. Lastly, produce complete sentences when appropriate to task and situation in order to provide requested detail or clarification. The technology standards include creativity and innovations. Students demonstrate creative thinking, construct knowledge, and develop innovative products and processes using technology. Communication and collaboration. Students use digital media and environments to communicate and work collaboratively, including at distance, to support individual learning and contribute to the learning of others. Research and information fluency. Students apply digital tools to gather, evaluate, and use information. Digital citizenship. Students understand human, cultural, and societal issues related to technology and practice legal and ethical behavior. Lastly, technology, operations, and concepts. Students demonstrate a sound understanding of technology concepts, systems, and operations. All of the multiple intelligencies will be touched on throughout the unit to ensure that all students with different intelligencies will be able to benefit from the content. The intelligencies that will be addressed are visual spatial, verbal linguistic, interpersonal, intrapersonal, logical, kinesthetic, and naturalist. Technology is such an important part in the way students learn today and should be incorporated as much as possible. This unit has a wide variety of technologies for students to take part in to better understand the content. Students will be using Animoto, GarageBand, FlipCam, Notebook app, QR code, Paper 53, Talking News, Songify, MindMash app, iMovie, Selly, and Google Search. At the start of the unit, students will have joined a plant community at I Heart Plants on Selly. Students will be required to blog and post throughout the unit. Students will post pictures taken, artwork created, and other classroom creations. Students will be required to blog after big classroom discussions or classroom activities. Students will be able to see and comment on each other's work as well as read one another's thoughts. This participation touches on the naturalist, verbal, interpersonal, and visual intelligences. As a class, students will watch a brain pop video on the plant life cycle. The video explores how a seed germinates, sprouts, and grows into a seedling before turning into an adult plant. Pausing the video when necessary, students will discuss all the stages in great detail. During this time, students will be creating a detailed plant life cycle using Paper 53. Students will upload their plant life cycles onto the plant community page at I Heart Plants on Selly. This activity touches on the visual, spatial, logical, interpersonal, and verbal intelligences. Students will be gathering information on the plant life cycle using Google, Kidsrex, or Quintura to create an Animoto presentation. They will be using Google Doc to organize their information. Students will also be using pre-selected search engines to gather images to insert into their presentations. They will have the opportunity to use Paper 53 to create images if necessary. To give the final touches to their presentation, students will need to choose music and a template for their presentation. This activity touches on the natural, logical, visual, spatial, and musical intelligences. In another project, students will have planted a seed. Students will research the chosen seed and use Google Docs to organize their information. Students will write an informative paragraph about the plant their seed will grow into. Students will transfer their paragraph onto a Word document in order to copy and paste their writing onto a word cloud. Their research will be displayed as a word cloud and will be easier to share on the plant community page at I Heart Plants. This activity touches on the logical, visual, spatial, interpersonal, and verbal intelligence. These are just a few of the technology-enriched lesson activities and projects students will take part in. Today, technology is a significant driver behind change and plays an important role in innovations in educational design and delivery. Teaching without the integration of technology is just not an option. I believe that effectively integrating technology will not only motivate and enhance learning for this new generation of learners, but it will actually prepare them for the future they will soon embark. Thank you so much for listening to my unit about plants. I hope you have learned about some great technological activities to be incorporated in your classroom.